Man, hey. You know what? Y'all can save valuable time with fewer trips to the grocery store thanks to HelloFresh Market, okay? There's over 100 add-on items you can add to your weekly box like quick breakfast, packable snacks, beverages, and more. HelloFresh's 15-minute meals are done in just 3 simple steps so you can eat better this year without all the hassle. We love it. We use it. Save time on groceries. Save time on planning meals. It's lit. Get up to 10 free meals and a free high-protein item for life at HelloFresh.com/Chaser10FM. 1 item per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's up to 10 free HelloFresh meals. Just go to HelloFresh.com/Chaser10FM. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Yo, for everybody out there trying to start their business, you need to F with Shopify. I'm telling you, it truly does come in handy, okay? Get your store up and running easily with thousands of customizable templates, no coding or design skills required. All you need to do is drag and drop. Their powerful social media tools let you connect all your channels and create shoppable posts and help you sell everywhere where people scroll. At Goody Brand, we use Shopify like for real, we really do. It helps me stay organized. It helps us get those sales we need, you know what I'm saying? With Shopify, your first sale is closer than you think. So, sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/nochaser, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/nochaser to start selling with Shopify today. Shopify.com/nochaser. Established in 2025 has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Hakuna Matata for the rest of your life. Right?
Nope.
What a wonderful phrase. Okay, Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Timon and Pumbaa.
Hakuna Matata. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to No Chaser Podcast. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
I'm Nikki Blades.
What's good? Well, welcome to guests. This is what's up, man? Hey, bro. We got a very special guest today. This man right here. I've worked with you on a couple things.
Yes, sir.
Stand-up comedian.
Come on.
You might have seen him on a bunch of all-deaf digital things. You might have seen him on JK News. If y'all are watching me, then chances are you probably watch some JK News. Make some noise for Cris Sosa. What's up, dog?
Thank y'all, man.
You flew in for
appreciate
this.
it. I did. Yo, this is no, for sure. A fan, man.
But like
It's an honor.
from the East
Yeah.
Coast.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You didn't have nothing else to do?
I
If you did lie, it's okay.
I texted him thinking he was from out here because you always
Yeah.
be and shit out here.
You're right.
And then I was like, hey man, you want to pull up to the podcast? Because I know you, like, I've seen you like the podcast shit before.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'd love to. He's like, all right, cool. I'll get my tickets. And I was like, oh, wait. You ain't got to do all that, bro.
Yeah.
Where are you coming from again?
I'm coming from Brooklyn, New York.
Wow.
Yeah. No, but I've been living out there for 2 years. I was living in LA. I lived out here for 8 years, and then moved back home to Houston during the pandemic. And then everything cleared up. I moved back to LA, but then I was here for like 3 months, and then wound up moving to New York.
Why New York?
Comedy.
Oh,
Wanted
yeah.
to level it up. You know what I mean? And I went there for the New York Comedy Festival, and I got to really see what it's about, see the people, the way it moves, the pace, and then like the comedy scene. I was able to go up, and so all those elements came in, and I was like, yo, wait. When I came back to LA, I was like, maybe I'm supposed to be in New York. You know? Yeah. I was also turning 30, so it was also another like new chapter situation. So I was also kind of on a whole like spiritual type of thing. So
Word.
I was like, New York was a definite like new wave, new reset.
How long you been in there?
2 years.
2 years.
Best move I could ever done. It leveled up my comedy, got everything got me sharp, and then I got a special now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I don't know if that was because I moved to New York, but I'm just saying I was prepared. I was able to like be confident in doing it.
Well, cheers to you, brother.
Speaking
Come on.
of comedy.
Speaking of comedy, we have Jester's Court Brandy, where you can be the clown and the king at the same damn time. Get you
Come
some
on.
Jester's Court. It should be available for pre-order right now if you go to jesterscourt.co.
I like that, bro.
I just see the infomercial right now.
There it is.
You want yours straight up or with some ice?
With some ice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nikki Blades, you want some ice or
Straight.
Okay, cool.
Straight.
You had to say it like that right after he
Right.
asked because I'm gonna drink mine.
No,
with
I have
some
iced tea. So then,
facts.
where are we gonna put
Here
it?
you go.
Hey, my man,
Yeah.
appreciate
Also,
it.
I saw 2 cups with ice.
Well,
I thought it was some pour.
I can dispense. Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
Tim was really about to. You never know.
No, this is really cool. It's an
Y'all
honor,
wanna
man.
share a sip?
I'm a fan of y'all, man. You know, I've been watching
Appreciate
y'all since the early YouTube days when, you know, y'all were like the first of doing like sketches on YouTube.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
thanks, man. I'll put you
Oh
on.
no, for sure.
Thank
For
you.
sure.
We appreciate you.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That's
hell
nice.
yeah.
Here you go, Nikki.
There
Blades.
you go.
That. Stop pouring.
Come on.
Cheers.
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 Everybody.
Salud. Cheers.
Yes,
Cheers.
sir.
Salud.
Salud.
Salud. My
Mhm.
man. Cheers.
Yep.
Come on.
Speaking of salud, what kind of Latino are you?
I'm,
Wow.
Crazy.
That's
I'm
what a
multi
transition.
hyphy. Puerto Rican, Dominican, and Mexican.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
shit.
You all of them.
Yeah.
All
Myself
the
like
main
that.
ones.
Yeah.
Every
yeah.
last one. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's only them
That's
3.
it.
Yeah. I'm like the Thanos of Latinos.
A Latinos.
A Latanos. Yeah. There you go.
one
One
ever said
snap,
that?
make everybody in here pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, get away from me. That's not in my.
Right.
So then you right at home in New York then.
Yeah, for sure.
You it's not a lot of Dominicans or Puerto Ricans out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's not. And if there is, we all know each other. Like it's all small
So dating
community.
must be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we we all rock with each other. We all see each other in the same like parties and stuff like that. But when I moved to New York, I was like, oh, that was another reason of like, okay, a lot more people look like me, look like my cousins. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is though, I am Mexican. I just don't really look
Right.
Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard for Mexicans to be like, you like I don't know, because Latinos they really stick together with their own people. But it's hard for them to look at me to say like which one, who you with. You know what I'm saying?
So when you're in New York, are they like, you look like a Mexican, you look like LA Dominican.
No.
Where you
No,
from?
they were
California or
asking.
something?
They would ask like, what part of New York I'm from.
Oh,
Like,
word.
Yeah. Like I blend in like that, like from the Bronx or Brooklyn or whatever. But yeah,
Okay,
from
word.
the Heights. The Heights is like real Dominican out there.
Oh, I know about the Heights. I know about the Heights.
Dykeman. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to mess with a little Dominican thing in the Heights back
You
in
know?
the day. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And she told me when we were walking around, she took me to a Dominican restaurant, and I had my phone charger. She was like, "Put that in your pocket." I was like
that.
I was like, oh, no, I should charge you. She's like, just put that away for now. Just while we're walking around. Just put it away. I was like, oh, okay.
This is really good, by the way, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Very smooth.
Thank
Come
you.
on. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, thanks. I'm glad
Come
you
on.
like it.
Absolutely.
Get you a bottle of Jester's Court now. It's pre-order, so it's gonna take probably a month and a half. But
No.
it's
Stop
be
talking.
the first. Be the first to get you a bottle of Jester's
Help
Court.
him, Rick.
This is why Goody Brand
Yeah,
is the way it is.
Terrible.
No, trust
If you
me.
order now, you won't get it anytime soon. But you should
Nah,
just order
they,
right
they
now.
like what he's doing.
But they know. I just don't want to deceive anybody. Just know it's gonna take a month or so,
Yeah.
right?
And genuinely, that's needed because they do not fucking read.
No.
When it's pre-order, oh man.
Yeah.
They don't
Amazon ruined everything. I want it
Man.
today.
read. Man.
That's good for the transparency, though. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to
Keeping
keep-
it up front.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And speaking of apps everyone uses, you got a special on Tubi.
I do. I do.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Come on. Nice segue. Appreciate
You
it.
know, I'll be reaching for them segues, bro.
Speaking of apps that everybody has.
The ADHD be trying to just go from here to there.
Yeah,
People be
yeah.
like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? So now I got a segue.
No, you got it. No, you.
Speaking of the trenches of the Amazon, you've been working through the trenches of comedy for a minute to get us to special on Tubi.
Straight up. Hey man, yeah, no, we're on there, and you know, Tubi's coming, man. They on the way. I mean, really, they've been in the game for a little minute now, but they really flipping the script. You know what I mean? Because we know the stigma. You know,
Yeah.
we knew what Tubi was coming with, all the jokes and the memes, but now it's like, nah, they coming with that original stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
It's interesting to see it there because that's how most of these big ass companies start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that level, just doing anything. Amazon,
Mhm.
they was selling knockoffs and bullshit
Yeah.
at first, super cheap, all of that, and they just kept people coming.
Yeah.
And now look at fucking Amazon. So shit.
I mean, let's keep it real. Like, there's a lot of trash movies on Netflix that just no one
oh
watches.
yeah,
Yes.
Netflix
Right.
was the same shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You get Netflix and it's like, wait, what is this shit?
Right.
This is nothing I want to see on here.
Right. So
Yeah.
of course, you know what I'm saying? Like now it's Netflix. You got a special on Netflix. You got a movie on Netflix. Like, oh shit, right? But that doesn't mean there's still not whack shit on Netflix. And so Tubi, I feel like, it became kind of a meme that they got these little like rinky-dink little fucking like, oh, you couldn't do a take two? But they still got good movies on there.
Blockbuster movies, classics, even the shows too, classic shows. And it is free, and then they don't force you to like sign up, do the whole membership and then like that. Like literally you download it and you're ready to go. You watch whatever.
And the quality is good. Because when I first saw some of your stuff online, I was like, wait, I thought it was a Netflix special. And then you just see the Tubi at the end, you're like, damn, it looked good.
Yeah,
it looks
appreciate
good.
That. Good looks.
Tubi or not Tubi? You know what I'm saying? That's the question.
Exactly. It's going to be the best thing you've ever seen.
They had these smart
behind this.
I like it because I haven't heard that.
I was gonna say, but look,
he's on a roll.
They had the dumbest, funniest advertisement the other day. Not to keep talking about Tubi, but hey,
keep talking about
it. It was something like there are. Let me find the exact. I think I took a screenshot. I don't want to butcher it because it was so funny, right? It was something about how like there's so many people on Tubi. Hold on a second.
Their mascot is a rabbit. I don't know what the
It's a rabbit
like means. I don't know the significance of it, but it's a rabbit. For Tubi, yep.
Okay, I can't find the screenshot, but it was something to the effect of.
I didn't expect you to find the screenshot.
All right, yeah, fair.
I looked right at Rick like he's not gonna find it.
I thought I wanted to talk while he was still trying.
I wanted dead air.
Yeah, no. We're like, he's nice.
It was something like there's 2 million people that use Tubi. That's more people than the whole state of Rhode Island. It was like Tubi has more users than a whole state. It was some shit like that.
Like, good job, baby.
Oh, congrats!
It was it made me laugh. I was like, who's the marketing guy? Because that's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yes, you have a special on Tubi. That's lit, man. How long you been doing stand-up for?
10 years now. 10 years. Reached the 10-year mark. And, that was another thing. It felt like it was like, it aligned where it was like, it didn't seem too premature. You know what I mean? I had the experience under my belt. And like I said, the last 2 years in New York, especially last year was like the most comedy I've done like consistently every week, like always performing every other night.
Yeah, because every night when you were in like walking around Times Square, comedy show, free comedy show.
Yeah. And I'm performing on those shows. Yeah. They would come and bring these like belligerent, like, drunk folks that you have to like, you got to keep their attention going or you lose them or they'll yell something out. You got to be quick with a quick zing. You know what I mean? But it definitely, it kept me sharp.
Man, y'all know I am busy with these babies. That's why I F with HelloFresh, okay? If you're tired of figuring out what's going on for dinner, especially on those busy weekdays, get dinner done the easy way thanks to HelloFresh, all right? HelloFresh's 15-minute meals are done in just 3 simple steps so you can eat better this year without all the hassle. And check this out, man. HelloFresh is easy to find. Their lineup of prep and bake meals come together with minimal mess with only 5 minutes of prep so your oven does most of the work, not you. I love HelloFresh. Look, after we get the babies after a long day, we're exhausted. We don't have time to get groceries. We don't have time to cook. We don't have time to clean. That's why HelloFresh is lit. We love it, and it's delicious, okay? Get up to 10 free meals and a free high-protein item for life at HelloFresh.com/Chaser10FM. 1 item per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's up to 10 free HelloFresh meals. Just go to HelloFresh.com/Chaser10FM. America's #1 meal kit.
Bro, could I get a bottle of water, please? I know this is gonna go bad for me, bro.
And then we're gonna cut the beat on immediately.
That's how we gonna do? You gotta freestyle through the pan?
Yeah, that's the fun of it. Whew. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Spitfire, the show where we rip off hot ones, except we eating some spicy noodles and we freestyle a little bit. But we really freestyling for real, not that written shit, all right?
I just faked my bite cause that shit is too hot. I put the bowl down and I scored a touchdown.
Spicy noodle challenge, I got love for the culture, not to insult you. This is not spicy, what's the commotion?
Oodles and noodles.
Oh.
And here's why I hit you up for this shit, bro. I heard your tummy make a noise. Yeah, you feel like it's like a boot camp for comedians.
Facts, 100%. That's what it is. And you hear about that, and out here, I started comedy out here, which is also like kind of backwards, especially if you're not from a big city like this. Like I'm from Houston, but it was like outside of Houston. Like I'm from Humble, Texas. You know what I mean? North side of Houston.
Okay.
You know, but it was like move to LA or New York to go be an entertainer. But I came out here green. So I really was figuring it all out. You know what I mean? And so to go to New York with like, I already had my chops. I was able to like get into these comedy clubs a lot easier, and you know the network thing, like other comedians being like, "Come do my show." And so
Let me ask you this, bro. Being somebody who is a stand-up comedian, I always ask this to the stand-ups who, you know, in the ever-evolving scape of social media and stand-up comedy and comedy in general, how you feel about one, funny shit on social media, stand-up social media comedians, and also all these social media cats now trying to venture into stand-up. Yeah. What's your opinion as a vet in that game?
Yeah. Well, I started like anything that was like that had to do with comedy. I started with doing sketches on YouTube early on. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I saw you guys in the early days. Y'all were the ones that, and JK, like watching Bart and Joe, like y'all were doing sketches out, and I just had like a regular camera, like a regular like Sony like picture, but they had like the camera feature. Yeah. You know what I mean? No tripod, just like trying to figure it out. But I started from that world. So I always have that like that love for like understanding that you don't, maybe you're not doing stand-up comedy, but you just want to have a platform to express your comedy. So like I have no hate for any of the social media influencers and comedy that want to come from that world. And then wanted to transition to like doing stand-up, same thing. I was one of those that did it. But the thing is like it's just you just can't skip the work. You can't just jump to like I have an audience. So here's the thing: you can get your audience and then get your venue, and now you have it sold out because your following comes to see you. But you just can't hide or you can't like finesse the like your actual chops with stand up and your pace and all that stuff. That just takes work. You just have to like same thing with like hooping. Like I mean, you just got to work it. You got to practice it. So
go ahead, dog.
I was gonna say I never understood why those guys didn't just stick to their. If you have an audience and they're gonna come see you, just keep catering to your audience
and do what you do.
Yeah. Instead of trying to, because I see a lot of like, okay, I did this, so that means I could do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So fuck y'all. I don't have to do it your way. And it's just like, what you angry about?
Making money.
What you trying to prove?
Yeah. You know, as somebody who has an ego and feels like he always has something to prove, it's always like in the back of your head, you like, I need to show the naysayers
that I
can do more. This bubble.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Fuck the naysayers.
I know.
You got a lot of yays.
That's
focus on the yays.
Yeah. And you do the work with your yays.
Yeah.
You can build up to the point where you can go get the nays.
No, that's true. That's true. I just, I feel like, I got bored with this YouTube shit, man.
You're trying to expand and do something new and new challenges, right?
Yeah, I think that's the thing too. It's like, I think it's different when you set, like, let's say somebody set out to be like, I'm gonna be popping on YouTube, right? And it's like, if you did that, keep doing that. That's great. Like for example, like Higa, right? He was never trying to be in Hollywood. He was like, I'm gonna make my YouTube videos. They're gonna be great. And he did them and he killed it.
Another classic.
Classic
shit. Oh man.
OG shit, right? For me, YouTube shit was never my goal. You know, dog. So I've been trying to, be in Hollywood movies and shit. So it's like, okay, the YouTube shit went great, made me some money, but I'm like, I'm still trying to check this shit off my list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I wasn't talking about you because you are dabbling, but you're doing it in a more respectable way. And I'm not just saying that because you're my friend. Right? Yeah. I'm talking about the people who are like, they never done stand-up before, but they're funny online. And then it's okay, I want to do stand-up. I want to do a fucking arena tour because I got 30 million subscribers. It's like, okay, but you haven't conquered this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do some open mics.
Yeah.
Get your shit up.
And first. The world also encourages like that, like delusion to do that, which is cool. You can't have a creative delusion and have that belief in you, like I can sell out and do an arena and all those things. But again, you just can't hide the work. You can't hide that you just didn't do it because it's just gonna come off.
And you mentioned you're on your 10th year, right? Don't they normally say year 10?
Yeah, I know.
They normally say in entertainment,
right,
once you hit your 10th year, that's probably when you'll get your break. So when you're getting into this space, be prepared to not catch that break for the first 10.
1000%. And somebody that's literally what was told to me when I came out here. My buddy, he's been a child actor, and I was able to crash his place when I first came out here. He introduced me to his agent just to speak to them, just to see like what I'm getting myself into. And that's exactly what happened. It was like they were straight up like, hey, don't think because you just moved here you're gonna like get noticed. And it's gonna be this thing like
Houston boy.
Yeah. Straight up. Give yourself 10 years. And I remember hearing that, and still in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna do it in 5. You know what I mean? No, just being naive. But it's crazy that it's been that long.
I mean, you know what? But that's the thing about it is like,
and still feeling like it's beginning. Like we just getting started.
Exactly. And I also feel like here's the thing: you had that mindset of I'm gonna do it in 5, but I feel like having that mindset is probably what helped you keep working to build with all deaf and build with like all these people you connected with. Right. It's like you really have to believe in yourself, you know?
Because there's definitely some people who've been at it for longer than 10 years who don't have the belief and they're not getting anywhere. And
they're being bitter. They're letting the naysayers really get to them and they're being in their head.
So what helps what helps you stay so optimistic in your career?
I think like having that piece of delusion for sure. Oh damn, I'm okay.
Take your
time. Take your time, Houston boy.
We're alcoholics.
I know y'all like to do things slow in Texas. It's LA, homie.
And I'm from the Bay, so if I stand up on this couch at
I'm gonna get stupid. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
You come out to the Bay, you look like Mac Dre.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now.
No, I love Mac Dre, man. I got family. My mother's from Napa Valley, so they're all from like, you know, they would claim, you know, Mac Dre and all that. Okay, so you said how do I keep this
optimism?
Man, you know, my peoples, my mom and dad are really good about they've always encouraged. They're very encouraging on what I'm doing. You know what I mean? My family, like my main circle, they were the ones that like I made a decision at 19 to be like, yo, I'm gonna move to LA, and nobody had that like, are you sure? And my dad was like, yo, like you, because I was always showing or proving myself by like figuring out how to edit videos, how to graphic design, how to have the motion graphics going on. And like, I was really trying to have a YouTube channel. So it was like, really, it was making sense. So it was like, yo, you keep, I was always like starting something and finish it. So like that exercise was what was helping me realize like, I can really do anything. And if I set my mind to it, I could do it. You know what I mean? It sounds cliche, but it's the truth. It's
that's facts, man.
You know what I mean?
That's great. And that's so important, dog. Like I actually, as a father, that gave me chills.
Come on.
because I will always, you know, now when I really was forced to think about it in the future, will credit my parent, because people be like, how are you so confident, right?
Yeah.
And like believe in yourself so much. And I couldn't pinpoint it until I realized, like you said, my parents were always very supportive of everything I did, right? Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people that get on, you either have that, I gotta prove my family, I gotta prove it to everybody, I gotta prove them
it's
wrong.
It's a chip on your shoulder versus,
Or it's like you got people telling you like, but like people believing in you and you're like, yes, that's why you believe in yourself. And that like, that's like, it's so dope to hear because I feel like not a lot of people have that perspective, you know what I mean? And have that story. And I think it's also rare, you know what I'm saying? To be like, yo, I'm gonna pursue this entertainment shit. And everyone's like, no,
for sure. For sure. It's really like that. And then paying it forward by being that person for the ones who probably don't have that support.
Absolutely.
Being that, you know, I like all my crew, my homies, even people like from back home who are mad talented, but you fall into that like, well, we're just in Houston, we're just in a small town, all those things. I'm still always encouraging, still keeping that spark alive and all that. Having me be an example of like not stopping. You know what I mean? I know I can't force it, but you know, I try to be like the David Goggins of creativity. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a bitch and draw. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look, you from Houston, bro. You, Beyonce, Selena's.
I mean,
come on, Travis Scott. You know
Travis Scott.
Oh, he's there?
We got folks.
Cactus Jack.
Bun B, Pimp C, all of them. Like we got, and then Houston comes from a very like we're independent. We're gonna do it our way. We have our sound. We have our own culture. You know what I mean? Like a Bay Area. Like you have that type of energy of like. We're already outcast anyway. So like we're gonna be different and just, you know, but not to be cliche, but you know, Houston is slow. They got that, you know, that slow chop and screw. But the pace can be that way too in your journey. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of like really push.
Well, I mean, I fuck with Houston because first of all, best strip club wings I've ever had.
There you go.
Arguably some of the best wings I've ever had.
Come on.
Wow.
2, there's a lot of fucking Asians out there. So that I love a city for that as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize how deep Asian people are in Texas.
Yeah. And they sound Houston as fuck too. These Asians,
yeah.
what the yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah, I know
Instagram
what
for
it
showing
is.
us that because we're like, oh, that's how they talk out there.
That was David So. He was like, David So was talking about, y'all keep tagging me to this with this guy who was he worked at this
The classic, you seen it? Fucking tall ass Korean dude in the liquor store.
He's like, what the fuck he gonna do? Not a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Trick? He says trick.
Yeah, Trick. He ain't gonna do shit. Trick.
That was Houston?
Yeah, that was Houston.
Oh, nice.
H-Town, baby. Down. Yeah.
How much of that is in your stand-up? Like the influence of it?
So I did give a little shout out to Houston, letting people know that I was born and raised in Houston, and that's really like the start to kind of paint the picture of like why I don't fit in. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. I look like this and did that, but then I have a realization where I found out I can code switch, and then that's where I figure out like, oh shit, I can really get down. I have this whole like, you already know what it is. Your boy Cris Sosa holding it down the north side of H-Town, rolling it down 59 no, swinging and banging, switching lane with a canopy dripping, wood grain gripping, 4-4 steady tipping. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? H-Town, hold it down already.
And then all of a sudden you're in New York, sounding like...
Yeah, New York. So New York, now I'm still figuring them out too, but they really like, yo, fuck is you talking about? Hey, yo, fuck is you talking about? Hey, yo, word of my mother? Oh, like, yo, you being dead ass right now? Yeah. I'm being dead ass. Yeah, all that. Yo, try.
Do they pause in Texas?
Huh?
Do y'all say pause?
Nah.
He said, nah, we gay.
No, we get it. That's what's funny is like I say some jokes online, right? Motherfuckers trying to pause me.
Yeah.
I'm like, we don't pause in LA, homie. We own our innuendo, all right?
Yeah.
I let the gay jokes fly, bro. Ain't no pausing out here.
In Texas, especially like out there in Texas, like the white boy humor, it'd be gay. Like the straight, the gayest ones be the straightest ones. The straightest ones be the gayest. You know
There's nothing more gay than a male locker room.
You know what
I'm
I
just
mean?
saying, all the straight guys sound real.
What? Yeah, man. I've definitely have, and that's the thing. Like you also want to, again, trying to fit in, doing that code switch situation. Like you got to get your gay jokes up. You know what I'm saying? Get your gay up, bro, because you got to be able to. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. You got to be able to throw one in.
You lucky, man. I start code switching and they hit me with that appropriation shit. I'm like,
Word.
I gotta speak one way the whole time now because of this shit.
Oh, gee.
Homosexual appropriation is crazy.
Well, you talked about in your stand-up your family
I did.
and how, they're a part of the community.
Yeah, the look of it to qua.
Yes.
Yep. I got, and that's the thing, though.
I love that one, by the way. I was like, yes.
Come on, thank you, yo. Yeah,
and look back.
Yeah. Who's that at?
Yes.
Who's that at? Phrase. I had to, because one, like, I wanted to, I definitely had intentions with this special. Like, I wanted to go and pretty much set the tone and knock out everybody, and this is how I'm coming. Just so, like, moving forward, this is how I'm going to be coming with my comedy. But also, like, representing my sister, she's a part of Liga Bitaqua, you know what I mean? And happily married and doing their thing, and like my cousins and so and then what better way to like have them be represented by like making them into superheroes? You know what I'm saying? I turn them into the gay Avengers. You know what I mean? Call them the Agenders. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I was just like, that I wanted to, just have them feel seen and then the community responded being like, yo, we love this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a bunch of in my DM, like, you know what I mean?
That's what I thought as soon as I was like, oh, look at that. You made it fancy.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that so much better.
Yeah, come on.
Say it again.
Look at it.
That's so funny, dog.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one thing about the gay community, gay guys specifically. Whenever it was a very thirsty comment in my section, I would always be like, oh, who's this bad bitch commenting on me, looking cute? And like early YouTube days, I'm like, oh, okay, it's someone telling me I'm sexy in my comments. Oh, it's always a dude. Okay, cool. It's always a dude. And I feel like, man, and when I worked at the CBK in Long Beach, I don't know what it is. Maybe like
you was at CBK?
Here's the thing. No, I think it was just Long Beach. That area of Long Beach I was in. A lot of gay dudes in like that area of Long Beach I was in love a tiny Asian. I tell you, they love a tiny Asian guy. I was definitely
fun side.
You know, there were no DMs back then, but a lot of getting sent my way.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate that, sir. And here is your tab.
Hey, but you know what? And you know what, man? Y'all set that tone as well. Like back in the day, one of my favorite. I got to get out flowers, man, because again, I told y'all I'm a fan. But y'all have a sketch way back in the day, and it was Ricky just very nonchalant, just letting you know, like, yeah, man, I wasn't able to like have sex with her because like I don't know, she's just saying like it's just too big. I wouldn't be able to fit, you know. And then and Tim goes, he goes, that's crazy. I hate when people say that, you know. It's like that sucks, you know. And Ricky's like, yeah, man. So it's because he's asking questions to be like, so what she really says? He's like, yeah. So apparently, like, you know, it was gonna like really stretch her out and rip it. And Tim's like, I know, I hate when. And then finally Tim just goes, yo, show me your dick. I want to see it. Show me your dick.
That was a classic.
Why did I privated that? I forgot why.
Dude.
I remember why. Never mind.
Yo. Because I remember going, and that's like when you're like all like full, like ready to go. And Ricky's like, no, like when I'm like soft, like it's like soft as ice cream, bro. I remember him saying soft as ice cream. I was like, what?
Oh,
Let me see it. I want to see it.
It was so dumb. Oh, that's what I remember now. We were eating ice cream while we were filming it. And at first it was like, because that shit was all improvised.
Word.
Yeah. You know, we did like a few different takes. We just bullshitted.
Yeah.
Because it was like, yeah, soft as this ice cream. We were laughing. And then I was like, yeah, because, you know, some hard as this ice cream right here. We just being stupid.
Yeah.
Wow. That was literally the days of camera on a tripod, me and Rick just being...
Idea, camera, go.
That's all it was, man.
I would fucking text his ass like, hey, I'm gonna come get you. We gotta do a skit real quick. I got a stupid ass idea. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That one was based on a true story that now I'm like, she was lying. She just ain't want to do it.
Her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
She said it was, never.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was.
Wait a minute.
Never have I ever
That
been
shit
like,
fits
no.
everywhere. Babies come out of there.
Everywhere.
You full of shit.
Yeah. No, man, those are the times, man. And being in Houston, just seeing like, okay, this is the type of humor. This is, and I remember like seeing y'all's quality start to advance, and I'm not gonna lie, it was starting to discourage me. Like out in Houston, going like, man, they got tripods. I remember seeing like JK, like they were posting like behind the scenes stuff, what they're doing, and they had a guy on a boom thing, and I'm like, it's a wrap. There's no way. I don't have this. I won't be able to do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, y'all like, I told my brother I was gonna be coming on here, and he was like, what? Like, yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah, back home for sure.
I love seeing y'all get your flowers.
Yeah, I had to make sure I gave it to y'all, man.
They don't never give us a flower.
No, y'all deserve it, man. And the fact that y'all are still together, bro, that is not a normal thing, man. Like
we signed a fucked up contract. Though.
Yeah, the NDA.
We got no choice.
Like
for real?
The devil said
He can't
y'all can
tell you
keep
the
making
truth.
a little bit of money for a long time, just not a lot of money at once. What do you want to do?
Right.
The big check is real different.
Said we're not gonna have no Kenan and Kel shit going on here. You motherfuckers are staying together.
Nah, man, but like y'all's crew, like we'll get married and y'all will all get together, like all still being the best man, the groomsman, all that stuff. I'm like, damn, y'all really, that's dope.
Well, look, it's all for social media, man.
Come, there it is.
So funny. Nah, but for real, that comes from being friends before social media.
Yeah.
A lot of people become friends so they can network within social media. So that's why shit don't last.
Yeah. And I'll tell you this, look, this is a word to everybody out there, right? Because there are people who have been friends before they popped off. And then because of money and shit like that, shit will get fucked up. I've always, because that's been in my mind too, I've always tried to stay extra transparent with Rick about all the money shit. You know what I'm saying? If there's ever been a deal that came our way, the podcast shit, any fucking brand deal, I'm always like, look, this is what they're talking about. This is what it is. Because I never wanted there to be a reason for Rick to feel like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and on my end, it's like just being realistic. I know how much work I haven't put into this shit. You know what I'm saying? I hate when there's people in my position that's like, well, why you get that and I only get this? Like, nigga, look at what all I've done here. I've asked this, but we supposed to be like,
get out of here with that and all that. No.
Like when I got on Wild 'N Out, so many people hitting up.
Oh my God.
Tim can't bring you on Wild 'N Out.
I was like, he don't own the show, nigga.
And Rick don't even want to be on it. So it's like, what are you even talking about? You know?
Yeah, man. I remember the Wild Out days when I would see a comedian get on Wild Out. I'm like, who's getting this email? Like, what is the? I was really like, how was this happening? You know what I mean? But
they was auditioning.
Yeah,
Nick was making people audition.
I when I got the email, it was when I moved to Houston already, and it was like you want to be part of it, and so I sent them the tape. I didn't get the cut, you know what I mean? But it was like it finally came at that moment where I was like, well, that's ironic. I had to move out of LA
to get the opportunity.
Get an opportunity, right.
High key, I think you could if you audition again. I think you would do well, bro, because they don't have a lot of Latino dudes. You feel me? And they're always trying to fill the.
Check that box off.
Yeah.
And I'm 3 for 1. You know what I mean?
Look at
that. Save some money.
Nah, I'll pay you for all 3.
Well, let me know if you want to potentially see what's good with it. You know?
He helped me.
Word.
Yeah, that was one of the best things. Like they already had their friendship going on, and then we connected off of food.
Word.
And then when the opportunity came up for Wild 'N Out, he was definitely a reference point and ridiculousness. If it wasn't for this show and them and all of that, like one thing about having people that you are actually cool with, not just for the social stuff, is how they speak about you in rooms that you're not in.
Yeah.
And that's the impact.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff is all fun and games until you're in a room and they're like, how about this person?
Man.
And it's just like, and it's literally just like that.
I was like, Nick, you looking for baby mamas, I noticed.
Stop.
Hey man, this episode of No Chaser is brought to you by Shopify. Look, guys, for all my entrepreneurs out there trying to make some money on the side, you gotta F with Shopify, okay? Look, y'all know we use Shopify at Goody Brand like we really do, okay? And for someone like me with the ADHD, I need something to keep me organized. It's addresses, it's sizes, it's numbers. I hate it. So that's why I use Shopify, okay? It's the best time to start your new business is right now, 2025. Shopify makes it simple to create your brand, open for business, and get your first sale, okay? Shopify makes it easy to manage your growing business. They help with the details like shipping, taxes, and payments from one single dashboard, allowing you to focus on the important stuff like growing your business and making that money, all right? With Shopify, your first sale is closer than you think. Established in 2025 has a nice ring to it, don't it? Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/nochaser, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/nochaser to start selling with Shopify today. Shopify.com/nochaser. Special announcement: if you want to travel, I'm working with this company called Trova Trip, and we are scheduling a trip with me and y'all. If you want to pull up and you got some money to spend on some travels, November 2025, we're going to Mexico for some taco tour and a tequila making situation. Okay, it's gonna be me and like 25 of y'all. Pull up. Come through. I think it'll be a good time. The link will be in the description for like early signups. I think the first 8 people get like a $200-300 discount or something like that. 4-star hotels are covered, meals are covered. You gotta travel. You gotta cover your own like plane, but the hotel and the food and the activities are covered with what you're paying for. You know what I'm saying? So link in the bio to sign up, get some information. November, baby. Who's trying to like have some tequila and tacos with me? Let's do it.
What up, bitch? I'm Haley Bieber, son. Got my own drink. Bow, I'm over here at Hey Hey in Echo Park, Los Angeles. Thai iced tea because I'm Thai and I'm cool. It's 1 shot of espresso because your boy is sleepy because of these goddamn babies. A little bit of simple syrup because life is sweet, but not too sweet. Frap it up, blend it up, rub it down. Delicious salted coconut foam all around your walls like sweet jizz in your mouth. Bang. And of course, my balls in your mouth, you gotta suck on my balls. And a nice little kick of spice for the cinnamon stick on the edge. Bang! We calling that the Timotea Delaspresso. Yeah. Pull up to Hey Hey, Echo Park, Los Angeles. Get you one. It's delicious.
I didn't make the cut for that. I submitted the tape and everything. I was like, look.
I submitted the coochie and everything.
I said I'm 5'9". I'm racially ambiguous. You see me, you got a type. I fit the category. Look, I look like the 7 other ones.
Come on, do you want an athlete?
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm
athlete.
taller than all of them and can cook. What?
Wow.
All he was missing was a little bit of Asian, and I could fulfill that.
Come on.
But I didn't make the cut.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You got dodge the bullet.
For the record, we never talked about this, I don't think. I don't know how it came up, but I definitely got a text from you saying, yo, so-and-so from Wild 'N Out is going to hit you up.
Yeah.
I just had something else going with Vivo at the time. I had to make a choice because it was like the same day. And I was like, do I really want to do? I don't think I do. So I went with the Vivo shit. And there was another MTV show. I don't know if you remember this.
Which one?
It was supposed to be like Urban and Practical Jokers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. We shot a pilot for that. They asked if Rick would be interested in...
Yeah. No, so they called me, right? But I thought it was just a call.
Okay.
But it was fucking...
it was the call.
Yeah, it was... what's his name? From Practical Jokers?
Larry?
Joey... I'm just naming Italian names. Joey, Larry...
Right,
Tony.
The older one on there. It was fucking him on the phone. I'm
Stop.
like, hey. And then he starts like giving me shit to improv over the phone.
That's wild.
I was like, and I definitely take that shit. So that's why that didn't happen. Yeah, because they told me, oh yeah, somebody's gonna call you just to get some information, gauge your interest, shit like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So that's the vibe I had, and it was him. I was like, oh, okay,
not ready.
Well, it didn't get picked up, so there you go.
Yeah, no.
You ever do an audition and then you don't get it and you see that shit and it's trash, you be like, yes.
Oh my gosh. Yes, man. You know, that whole thing with like it wasn't for you that's a beautiful thing. Just always remember that. That's what it was for me with Wildin' Out. It was like, well, I guess it wasn't for me at that for the time and what it is, you know what I mean? So it's like when it does align, when it is, you know, like supposed to be that way. Because here's the thing, I could be on Wildin' Out, but then I also could be trash. Could be just like, you know, it just doesn't stick with me, or I tried some bits that don't even make the episode. Like it could be like some, you know.
There's nothing worse than doing the bits that never make the episode.
You know what I mean? You go home knowing like, oh, I killed that. That's gonna be my episode.
Man.
We've all been there.
You know?
I'll tell you this too, man. Like, the audition process for Wildin' Out is weird because it was dudes they have like a little boot camp, like workshop type week or two.
Okay.
And there was a dude I thought he was so funny, white dude, had a little like, you know, brown fro white dude. He could do impressions. He was a funny dude. He was smart, and he made it through all the auditions. First episode, and his shit was not landing at all. He didn't really know how to like read the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And they gave him like that first day to try and do his thing, but also Wild Out, it's so competitive. Like everyone be really trying to get that mic. You know what I'm saying? He really have a chance to shine. They cut him after that first day. It was fucked up. Yeah, it'll be a lot. Sometimes it'll be like, we gonna try you out for this first episode, and if you don't find a moment, like, all right, we're gonna send you home the next day. You know, it's pretty fucked up, Niall.
That's how.
Fuck, man.
Hey yo, I'll get another one. But I'll go straight instead of.
Don't let her pressure you.
Well, because the ice was all like, I didn't want it to be all in the mic when it was. You know what I mean?
It's okay. Rick's been clicking his can. Rick's been clicking his can. I was just thinking of Denisha going every time.
Don't worry, I've been doing this.
Now we're gonna turn this into an
We'll both go straight then.
Yeah.
I will touch you, Rick.
Oh no, don't do it again.
Listen.
I will touch you.
They see it now. So when I strike back.
And I got pants on this episode. So
yo.
Why does Nikki always have a black guy? She tickle Rick, man.
She tickle Rick.
Listen, bro.
I ran
Rick.
into Rick's fist.
Repeatedly.
I fell down the stair of Rick fist.
I should have known better.
Oh, word, that's Nikki. Okay.
Sorry, I'm not supposed to make fun of that, but sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, is there anything you joke about that you feel like people are uncomfortable with? Speaking of things that people don't joke about, like you made a joke and people are like, ooh.
The ligament to quad joke goes further. I give them names. You know, I give them names.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody got a name.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I did cut. Oh, cheers, salute.
Watch this man's special on Tubi. If
Yes,
you
Yeah,
haven't
check
yet.
it out. It's called Jokes on Us on Tubi. And you're gonna get amazing laughs. It's gonna be a refreshing laugh too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I wanted to make sure it was gonna be refreshing. Like, oh, this is a new type of vibe. I'm not just standing there going joke for joke. We're moving around.
Well, that's the thing too, bro. I feel like not only your vibe, but I feel like your comedy is very positive. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have a very positive vibe. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Looks like your parents cared about you.
yeah,
Come on.
That reads. And I think I think it's easy to be a mean funny. Right,
Yeah.
because in the age of social media and roasting and making fun of people,
Yeah.
like that's easy, right? But I feel like you have a refreshing comedic vibe.
Appreciate it, man. You know, I tried being the energy of like, man, I'm sick and tired of, man, I'm so annoyed with, I can't stand and it just wasn't landing for me. You know, I found my lane of having that type of energy. I learned that like I can really excel in doing act outs and being a character, because then if I'm a character, then I can really go. I can do the whole like, who said it? Who did it? As long as I kill it, then it's gonna be funny.
No one's offended.
Then no one's offended. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But if you are terrible, you
Yeah.
got a lot of people
and then it
upset.
just looks like you're just bashing. Like, no, man, we're not trying to come from that place. You know what I mean? I talked about big women. My experience with a girl who's 5'4", sideways. You know? You see what I'm saying?
That's great.
Why?
That's a great joke.
You know?
That's a great joke.
Yeah, man. But here's the thing though. I made it about how yeah.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? That's how powerful it was. It was a mic drop. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it was. But made it about like how amazing the experience was.
Exactly.
Instead of being like, oh my god, and then she got on top of me, and I was like,
Yeah,
no, I'm not doing all of that,
Yeah.
bro. Like it was just like it was a beautiful moment. You know what I mean?
Especially since I like big girls too. Though.
Man, who does that?
Tim likes all girls.
I like pretty girls.
There you go. Yeah, and you know, big women got a lot of pretty.
What is even happening right
You
now?
don't know that much about me.
Whatever. He's happily married to a beautiful woman. Okay?
Yeah, man.
You won. That's all that matters. Love you, Chia.
Mm-hmm.
That actually reminds me of one of my favorite old Comic View jokes. I forget this dude's name. Do you remember he was a mixed dude? He was super light skinned. He's been in a couple movies. I forget his name, but anyways, he has a joke where he's like, yeah, you know, my dick is 4 inches wide. He's like, they call me 2x4. He said, I put it in. She'd be like, that's it. Do it again. That's it. It was such a good ass shit. You stuck with me. I thought it was so funny.
Hell yeah. And you know, and that's the like era and type of comedy that I enjoy. You know what I mean? That like it can still be like funny and goofy. Comedy nowadays, not to bash it, people you find that lame, but like that get too like intellectual and like smart, sarcastic, and you have to really try to.
You got to pay attention?
Yeah, right.
You mean I got to sit here and put the captions on so I don't miss anything?
Yeah.
The Kendricks of comedy.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to do all that. You know what I mean?
It's hilarious.
There's multiple layers to this. Like you gotta have
Everybody
other.
comes out glasses on.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
nah, you're not hearing what he's
You're not
saying.
Yeah.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Let's break down cross. Let's break it down.
Jesus Christ died on the cross. The chicken, what do? We rotisserie the chicken. The fire from the pits of hell.
There it is. There it is, man. Yeah, man. So, you know, that's what I mean by refreshing, like trying to just bring it back to just being silly, being goofy, and it's okay to be silly and goofy.
I agree, man.
You know what I mean?
People, I hate that somewhere along the line, being silly and goofy got mislabeled as being corny.
Right.
Motherfuckers are afraid to be silly nowadays.
Right.
Because it's like, he corny. That type of humor is corny. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
mhm.
at one point, and I think it's different, a little different recently, but like, there was a point where it was like, unless a musician was sad all the time, it was like, this was corny. It was like, motherfuckers they could not smile in interviews.
Yeah.
People could not be happy. It was like, this is a happy ass. This is corny.
Yeah.
People just like different so much. And for some reason, they think everything is some type of competition.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, he did something different and I like it. So I fucking hate that. Ew, you did the same thing he did. I hate both of you.
Yeah.
He's the best because he's different.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody starts doing that.
Yeah.
And then we get back to silly and goofy, I guess.
I love it. Well, I mean, excuse me. I was going to say, you know, being in, how did you link up with All Def Digital?
When I got with All Def, so I have an editing background. And so I was always editing my stuff. And then if a comic needed something edited, you know, I would edit their like reel or sketch or graphics and all that stuff. So,
word.
Kev on Stage knew I knew Kev on Stage, and Kev on Stage was the one that was like, "Hey, we're making these short form content called Snackables, which we just need you to put visuals and then the words on it." There was like these like motivational, informational, informal like type of videos, also comedic ones, and then this was also the time where like people were putting like heads on people, like putting Trump's head or Obama's head on a clip.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like cutting out and having it. And so a video that I did that for All Def was when Obama was leaving office. I put him in the last episode of Fresh Prince when he's just in the house by himself.
Oh my God.
And so I put Obama's head on Will, and then on Carlton when he's like, "Who turned off the lights?" And he runs down, I put Biden's head on him. And so that wound up going viral. And then All Def was like, "Yo, we need more of those," you know? And so I started doing it freelance, and then they were like, "Yo, just come to our editing bay." You know, you come in, and then me being a comedian, it was like if somebody was like a comic didn't make it, you know, for like a Great Taste episode or something, Pat will come over and be like, "Yo, are you trying to be in an episode?" And I'm like, "Come on." And then I just kind of, and then when I first got on like in front of camera, people in the comments was like, "Yo, Sosa's corny. Oh, this dude's corny. Like, get this dude out of here." You know what I mean? But honestly, it felt cool because those same people were the same ones like dying laughing at the memes that I'm creating. Because for my job, I had to create memes and do all these mashups and all these things. So I'm posting those, and you know, they going viral and getting all these millions of views and the laughing and all stuff. So I was like, it was kind of like, y'all don't even know. I'm killing y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm killing
You
y'all.
think I'm hilarious.
Yeah, you actually find me hilarious. You
I
know what
win.
mean? Yeah. There'd be comments like, "This lives in my head." I'm like, "I live in your head." You know what I'm saying?
He said, "Oh, so you like corny?"
Yeah, you stand up the thing you made. I saw you like this, by the way.
You're outside their door. Ha!
Michelle,
Michelle.
you laughed at this meme, but called me corny in this video.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you want to say sorry now or later?
Right.
That's
But
kids.
I found my lane. I found how I can do my thing in front of camera, like again doing the characters, and then I was also like the punch of like being the Latin guy of the crew. You know what I mean? So it was like getting those jokes in. You know
You ever do the roast me's?
Oh my God, I did one and that was it. The last I was like,
Same.
bro.
That's
Oh
me.
my God, they roasted me to fucking shreds. And then I'm also not a roaster. Like I can't.
Look,
I agree.
he made fun of my knees.
And she couldn't.
I
She almost
attacked
cried.
him physically.
Oh wow.
I'm not a roaster either.
No.
It was a joke.
It was well, see, here's the thing though.
But-
It's all fun and games until you're offended.
Yeah.
And then it's hurtful.
But you know your knees aren't that. It's a weird thing to get offended by.
Yeah.
He's saying you know they're not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what.
But I called him.
But I'm
he
still
knows they're not that.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm sensitive.
Okay.
So I would never, ever put myself in a room where I'm making fun of people that can make fun of me. No.
Got you.
I'm gonna be crying in the corner, and then they gonna make fun of me crying in the corner.
Got you.
It's a setup.
Yeah, no, well, the thing is like if I know you, like, and we're homies and stuff like that, yeah, I can go, especially because I know what it is and I know. But if I offend you, then now I feel bad. You know what I mean? I said something that really like got in your head. You know what I mean? And it's happened to me before. You know, people that are go ahead.
So, no, I was gonna say. So, what was the moment that made you decide to never do that? Like that wasn't your thing.
It was like that at All Def in the office. You know what I'm saying? Like I said something that was like, obviously it's also not a thing that you just tell a comedian. You don't want to call a comic hacky. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
You know, but I was cornered, bro. I was
Right,
cornered.
right,
It was like all the roasting that I have been receiving. You know what I'm saying? To all just like, you know what? That's why you're hacky. You know what I'm saying?
And they said,
oh yeah, grab the pearls and all that. Like, well, you don't have to like my comedy. And I was like,
whoa, it got
bro,
personal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it got personal, and I was just like, well,
It's like they talk about your mom, how you look,
Yeah,
and they're like,
bro,
you
everything.
calling me a hack?
Yeah.
No, it's personal, buddy.
That's crazy.
You know, and so it was one of those things where I was just like, hey man, you know, we're all roasting, man. But I apologize. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things that it sticks with you, you know. And so I was like, well, I don't want to be that guy. It don't feel good, you know what I'm saying? So
Man, my roast me experience was a little different just because I'm dumb. I didn't read the email. You feel me? Like, and I didn't realize that I was supposed to roast everyone back because they'll send you who's all going to be on the episode.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. I saw the shit. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm ready to be roasted.
Yeah, you thought it was just like,
Roast
we're
me.
going to make fun of you.
Yeah, I was like,
hot
I'm a
seat.
special guest.
Yeah.
Roast me. Cool.
Right.
Make fun.
Right.
I can handle a joke. Cool.
Mhm.
I got there And I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to have jokes?
Yeah.
And I got a couple off, but everyone in the comments was like, Tim, why you ain't say shit? I'm like, oh man, I wasn't ready.
I was supposed to.
Right.
I just wasn't ready. And two, like you said, I'm not necessarily a roaster. You feel me? Like people assume that because I get a couple off on Wild 'N Out, because that's what we do on Wild 'N Out. But I'm not one of these cats that gets in a circle and is like ready to go and has a great time doing it. Like I think it's funny, but it's just I'm good. It's not for me.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
On a deeper level, it's a lot of negative energy you gotta have for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
telling you.
To just be thinking, all right, what I'm gonna say. If he
It's a lot
say
of hate.
something, what he got? Oh, okay. Like
I'm gonna hit you with something.
Yeah.
You do. You have to be, and it's a different art form. It's something that you actually like. I commend roasters. You know what I mean? There's people like Craig Smith. You know what I mean?
Smith is so abstract and so funny.
Bro,
Yeah.
He had what did he say? He said like a piggy bank of dinosaur teeth. He's like he has a piggy bank of dinosaur teeth. I'm like, what is that? What does that even mean?
To this day, and I've said this before, and I've talked to him about this.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things that has ever been said to me, as far as a roast goes, and it was said to me on Roast Me, was Craig Smith, and he said, and I've brought this up on the show before too. I said he said Tim looks like a 10-year-old Samoan. And I had my man bun at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's
point.
so on point, so weird of a roast, but it makes so much sense.
Yeah. He told somebody that he told somebody that I guess who had bad teeth, whatever he said, he bit the boom out of a bomb. What? He bit the boom out of a bomb, bro? Come on.
It's an art. It truly is an art.
Yeah, it's an art.
You know what I'm saying?
It's an art. Yeah.
It's not something I'm like, if I would have looked at the roster and sat down, you know what I'm saying, had some shit ready, I could have had some bangers on there, but I wasn't ready. And that's not really my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not your thing either.
Yeah, it's not my thing. And the thing is like, know that what's not your thing. You know what I mean? So you don't play yourself.
Yeah.
Because I played myself. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna be roasted. Holla at me at Great Taste. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And what's the goal for you, man? What's the end goal for you? Like,
my next like big project that I now have been like verbal about because I've always just kept it to myself, and it's been 10 years talking about this, but I've always wanted to do a one-man show, and now I'm solidifying it. I'm saying it. My next big project, my hour, will be a one-man show.
Like an off-Broadway situation?
Yeah, and the goal will be to be on Broadway. But I come from a theater background. I love theater. I love the stage, but theater, you're able to add a whole bunch of elements more than just like, I'm just telling jokes.
Right. People,
You know what I mean?
I feel like not only will accept more, but, be open to more as, same thing.
To everything that's happening versus like if a comedy show, you are just expecting jokes, but like if I go, I have a light cue or a song or a music cue,
Entertainment factor.
Exactly. Yeah. So and I have all of that to offer. I've always just been like into the art. So I also dance, I also paint. So like being able, how can I put all the elements into one deal, and I landed on one man show. I'm inspired by like John Leguizamo, who has like 6.
Wow.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
He's the man. So like his one man show, Freak, directed by Spike Lee. Super like, everybody should watch that, man. It's super dope, super talented. He does like 80 characters. And it's like, from his mom, his dad, the people in New York, like an Asian guy, a Jamaican guy, his first date, the girl. So acting out all these characters, I'm like, man, I would love to do that. And I want to tap into my parents. It's really going to be mainly about like my upbringing. So my parents splitting, my dad being my boxing coach, and my journey was supposed to be boxing. That was supposed to be my whole I started when I was a kid, and then turning pro, and my dad was a professional boxer.
Shit.
So, but we butt heads when it came to the divorce situation, because the divorce was really like, ugly, and like me trying to stand up for my mom, but it's also my dad, like my superhero, who's also taught me how to box. So it's like, trying to stand up to that, you know what I mean? So I want to get vulnerable. I want to have some monologues in there and go for it. You know what I mean?
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
You did theater in high school and shit? Or
Yeah,
what?
I did.
Musical theater?
I didn't do musical, but I did Shakespeare.
Word.
Gotta love a theater kid.
Tubi or not Tubi, bring it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa!
What a moment that was.
You just made his whole fucking day.
Yeah, come on.
Wow.
That's tight, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so that's the goal, man. I mean, of course, I want to be in movies. You know what I mean? I want to be in the big screen. I want to have that like blueprint of like a Jamie Foxx or a Jim Carrey that like, you know, you then become like the movie star.
You know what's crazy? I was gonna say that earlier because when I watched your stand-up, it reminded me of Jim Carrey stand-up.
Come on.
And that was the vibe. That was totally the vibe I got from it. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, just like you being very like animated and doing characters and shit like that. That's totally the vibe. Living color vibe.
Come on. Hey, and you know the shirt that I made, that shirt that I wore, I made it myself. And that was homage to Jim Carrey because his shirt, he wore that similar, same color scheme, same pattern and everything, that shirt for his special in the 90s. And that's what he wore. He wore that with some black pants, but it was like a collar shirt, like a polo, you know? And so I wanted to still be boppy boppy. And I made it like silk, button down, you know what I'm saying? Show the chest a little bit. But yeah, that was homage. But that was the thing though. Again, I mean, not to be the Kendrick Lamar of comedy, but there's some layers to my special that I wanted to, like, if I can show the world that I'm bringing this type of energy, then I would love to, like, my favorite movie is The Mask. There's a mask like cult because people know that it originated from a comic book. The original story is more dark. And you know, and so I was like, now's the time to bring that back. And they started asking Jim Carrey like during the Sonic press that would he do it again? And he was like, if the script is good. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. I would love to be a part of that. Like if they bring it back or when they bring it back, and it is me. Because here's the thing, they made Little Mermaid black. So they could switch up, you know, Stanley Ipkiss to be like Mateo Vargas or something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then I get the mask. You know, I'm the Afro Latino that is struggling with his identity and puts
Cuban Pete the whole time.
You said what?
Cuban Pete the whole time.
Cuban Pete the whole movie. No, the mask is just dehydrated plátanos.
Wow.
Stop it. Stop.
Oh shit.
The tamale leaves. You know? That's crazy. Yeah, man. Cuban Pete the whole time. That's funny. I'm just like chicky boom, chicky boom. You know?
That's dope, man.
But I would love that, man. Just because, yeah, man. Just let's have a new face. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I would love that type of like pressure, that type of like hate of like nobody could ever remake or you know fill those shoes, which is cool because one, I agree. That's not even the point. You know what I mean? It's like we go closer to the comic. We go a little bit more dark. You know what I mean? Deadpool
literally.
Literally. Yes.
Fuck, I'm funny.
The more you drink, is that what comes with
Jester's Court?
Yeah.
Jester's Court. Be a clown and a king at the same damn time. Jester's Court available now. Jester'sCourt.co for pre-order.
Yeah.
You ain't funny.
Pre-order.
Jester's
That's what I'm saying. They've been liking me more. The comments been liking me more since I've been drinking this.
Order now in January. You'll have it just in time for
Valentine.
March Madness.
Or St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
Is that April?
Yeah, man.
Well, look, man, that's beautiful, bro. I fuck with you as a person. I fuck with you as a comedian. You know, that's why I wanted you to come on.
Thank you, bro.
Y'all know I try not to have people on here that I don't fuck with. You know, and I love your energy. I love your comedy, and you know, I wish you. I hope you do everything you set out to do, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And I am really, again, I am a fan, bro. So when you hit me, when you already asked, like, what is my availability that day? I was like, it's happening.
I was like, you don't have to fly out, dog.
I said, I'm good. I got it. You know what I mean? I already checked the flights before I told you, let me check the flights. I was like excited, bro.
He was like, I'm going to handle some other shit, but he's been outside the door for like 2 days.
Like this.
Yeah. So when you called me, where you at? I was like, yeah, I know where I'm at. I just wanted to act like I didn't know.
Lawn chair like it's a sneaker release. He's just
in the trunk, open it.
Straight up.
Let me out.
Behind you.
Well, shit, man. Watch this comedy special on Tubi.
Yes.
Where else you want to plug? Where can we find you, bro?
Y'all can follow me on all social media platforms at Cristino Sosa, Cristino Sosa, and SOSA. And so, check out my special, man. Share it. Be on the lookout for this one-man show. It's going to be something like you've never seen before.
I believe it. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that shit. Follow everybody. Buy the alcohol, goodybrand.com. I'm sure we got some dope shit on there right now. Check that out. And,
do y'all have any type of Goody Brand gear right now?
Oh,
I will sacrifice it. I'll sacrifice it if he wants it.
You sure?
I'll sacrifice it if he wants it.
Oh,
Side note, I had asked, so there's a specific hat that we have sitting on the chair over there. Goodie brand. And I will, I'll sacrifice it for you.
Afro. What am I do?
Figure it out.
All right.
That ain't my problem.
What
you do with your hair is not my problem.
You're right.
We can send you some shit
Like-
later if you don't wear hats.
Okay, for sure. I mean, I when I wear braids,
Yeah, I was like, you don't braid it down.
Yeah, I braid it down. Yeah.
Duh.
All right, relax.
I just try to give you a fucking hat.
Don't give her no more
I just try to give you a hat. You're like, well, what am I supposed to do
Well,
with
I'm
a
trying to
hat?
look out too. See, that's the Southern hospitality where I'm like, I can't just take your gift.
It's like, why not just let me give this Asian in me said you're supposed to accept this
No,
gift.
you take the hat right
You
now.
take the
All right,
hat.
nobody wants the fucking goodie hat. We get it. We get it.
You said my Southern, I said my Asian. We can do this all day. Take
I'm getting
the
caught.
gift.
I never really wanted the goodie brand.
Fuck both of y'all.
Please keep it.
He saw the hat. He was like, "Oh, never mind. Take that.
I was like, wait, what? Are you
That
rejecting?
one right there, that's on the
No, that's what you got for me, huh? No, girl, it's cool. It's cool.
I don't really have a head.
My hair. I said my hair. The fuck? Like, we just take it out. And put that
I don't care what you do, you're going to take the hat.
Well, shit, don't buy anything on Goodie Brand then. Fuck it.
I was just about to say, fuck goodie brand, guys. It's closed. It's done.
I'm Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
I'm Nikki Blaze.
Bye.
I'm Cris Sosa, y'all peace.